one. It's Friday. Yes. Love Fridays. Good morning. I'm Johnny B. Same old crazy dude. 55-year-old guy that still thinks he's 18 in some ways. And hey, I'm glad you're here. Love you guys. Have a great Friday. I have my jeans on because I love jeans. Friday's jeans day at work. Yay. Hey, today's topic is 3 keys to becoming an expert. If you're like me, you'd love to be an expert at something. And so today, after doing some thinking and reading, and anyway, I have 3 keys that might help you become an expert at what you want to become an expert on. First thing is desire. You have to have a driving reason to become an expert at your passion or what you're setting out to do. You have to have a big picture. You have to have a view of the big picture. Where do I want to go, and why do I want to get there, and why do I want to become an expert in this subject or in this skill? And so you have to have a big why. The driving desire, that's going to carry you through. That's a lot more powerful than willpower or flippant dreams. So the second key to becoming an expert, in my opinion, is practice. Practice. And you have to do something over and over and over in order to get very good at it, to become an expert. And so that's the bummer part of it, really. I remember when I was playing football, we had those two-a-days in August, and it was like 650 degrees outside, and we didn't prepare that well. We weren't in great shape, and so we went in August. We started our two-a-days, and man, we'd be falling out. They'd be giving us salt tablets and water and Gatorade, and people would be puking, and it was tough. But that's the only way. That was the only way to get us in shape quick enough to be ready for the first game. And then we still practiced. We practiced almost every day after school was out. And the same thing with free throw shooting. The really good free throw shooters in basketball, they practice every day. They shoot until they have it down, until it's like second nature. They do it every time they practice. They take 15 or 20 minutes, I'm assuming, and throw free throws. Catching a baseball. I remember when I was a wee little tad boy, my dad throwing the baseball to me, and I couldn't catch it the first time. But the more we played catch out in the yard, the better I got at catching that little ball. And the same thing with riding a bike. As a parent, you watch your kid get on a bike and it scares you to death. And they're going to fall down multiple times, and you hope they don't kill themselves or have a head injury. Back when I was raising my kids, the helmets weren't really in. So I thank God that both my daughters never had a brain injury. I feel very fortunate. And me, when I was a kid, we didn't even know what a helmet was. So, although, I remember driving around or riding my bike with my football helmet on that I'd gotten one Christmas because I was crazy about football, but that's really not the same thing as it is today. Golfers hit golf ball. I bet they hit tens of thousands of golf balls, if not more, to develop their stroke, as they call it. And for me, playing guitar. When I first started playing guitar, I couldn't even hold a chord down with it without it sounding like a goose honking. So it takes practice. So the number 2 point for becoming an expert is practice. And then the third one, and this is key, is humility. You have to be willing to take coaching. You have to be willing to listen to people, to get coaching and advice. So you have to be humble enough to say, yeah, I'm not where I need to be, but this guy is, so I'm going to listen to him or her and learn something and let them coach me and mentor me. I have a little story about that. Last night I was working in my home business, and I got a call from my mentor, my coach, and he asked me a simple question. He said, how's it going? And I described my week of working. And then he gave me some great advice that made so much sense to me, and something that I will implement. And then at the end of that, he said, well, why did we waste this week? Why didn't you ask me last week? I didn't have an answer. I think part of not getting coached and not finding mentors and not asking in a timely manner is that we don't really know that there's a better way. So, when I look back at it, I was trying to do too many things and not focusing on one thing that would have the best effect for me. So for my mentor, my coach, to call me and give me just one little tip, man, it made the whole difference. It took pressure off me. It gave me something to think about and to plan, and an action that I can focus on. And so I never would have gotten that on my own. Well, I may have after weeks and weeks, but I was humble enough, and I'm not bragging, I'm just saying I listened to him because I respect him. And so the third key to becoming an expert is having just enough humility to where you find yourself an expert and a coach, and listen to them and take their advice, and be sure you pick the right coach, somebody who's really excelling in what you want to excel in. You don't pick if you're going to play the guitar, you don't go out and find a juggler to teach you guitar, because they don't know how to play guitar. So pick the right coach, somebody who gets you, who you feel like loves you and appreciates you, and who's been successful in what you want to be successful at. And be humble enough to listen and implement what they say. And it's all about being teachable. So you're never too old to learn something from somebody who's doing something else well that you want to do well. All right. Hey, listen, that's my talk for this morning. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. And listen, I have a question for you. If you enjoy my talks, but you'd like to hear me speak on other topics, you know what? Just personal message me or comment some topics that you would like me to study and present to you guys in the morning, and I would be happy to do that. I would like to be able to serve you and to feed you good information, but sometimes I don't know what that is. I don't know what you need. So let me know what you need, what you want to hear, and I'll do some studying and try to present those topics for you so that you can be involved and interested. That would be cool. I'd love to get some feedback on what you want to hear. As always, my wish for you is you dream big and work hard and love large and eat good food, take your vitamins. Have a great weekend. I love you guys. Take care. See you Monday.